Okay, welcome back to the workshop. Please excuse the mess. Lots of things going on in here that aren't really related to this video. This is, I think, part 4 of the Spitfire build. I thought I'd bring you up to date with where I've got to with it. It doesn't, I don't think, look as I've got much further than the last video. I've been doing a fair bit of thinking about how things are all going to fit together. Rear sheeting's done, not shaped yet. Rear underside sheeting's done, not fully shaped yet. But I've started thinking about the forward sheeting. It's going to be fitting from here to here, this join section. Again, not very easy to see with the camera by the looks of it. So we've got these shape pieces that come with the kit, and they'll fit in there somewhere and then rolled over. I've felled them a little bit to match because there's no, obviously these come as straight square cuts. There's nothing straight and square on this just now. So I felled it, sanded it just to get them to the blanks to fit in. But as I did with the rear lower sheeting, I'm actually going to soak these in hot water, wrap them around something, probably the spray cans again, to pre-curve them so that they fit nicely. Because you can see that's going to be quite a tight roll around there. So that'll be edge glued on, let that dry, then rolled round. Pre-curving it makes it a lot easier. So I've got this one on this side as well, that'll fit in there like that. You can start to see it's looking a bit more fuselage-ish. Cockpit area here, there's going to be a shelf I think to put in this area. So yeah, we're getting on there with it. I think, as I said, the next step is going to be to roll these, which I'm going to do now, into the hot water, get them soaking. After that, I'm not quite sure where I'm going with it. The wing, I've been using, I need to find out where to get them from as well. I was given this, it's like mesh, it's a bodywork sanding pad, but it's like a metal mesh. Great on balsa, it just doesn't, it makes it really smooth, but doesn't clog up, so it keeps it all coming through nicely. So it's great for making something really, really smooth. On the wing, on the primer, it's been a great job of smoothing it all out. We haven't had the weather yet. Again, I don't know if you'll relate to the timings of this video, but we're just getting over probably snow of epic proportions here. I've never seen snow like it in the UK. We've had the best part of half a metre here where we are. So that's just all starting to melt away just now, so I haven't really had conditions to do any more spraying and primer. What I might well do is start thinking about how to get the wing attached to the fuselage, because suddenly in here there's a former at the front of the wing with a single dowel that goes through, and then you've got the wing bolts, plates that get bolted through the fuselage side. Again, I don't know if you can see that, I'll just take those off. Fuselage bolts or something get put through here, then you've got the wing bolts that go up through the wing. So I might see about doing that. I'd like to be able to get to a stage where I can bolt the wing on, have it sitting nicely. I should have it look like an aeroplane. And then I can work on the front end, glue bits on the front. There is a chain of how I want to get things done, but I've got to do a bit at a time, and obviously things going on outside these videos, work life, etc. I've got other projects on the go as well. I've got another aeroplane, 2 aeroplanes that I want to get down out the loft to finish off, but I'm doing my best to try and work on one thing at a time. Another little project, these 2 little pieces of wood here are finishing pieces for this wing here to hide this big gaping hole on the servos. I don't know if you're able to see the other one, there's another one. Another one there, so that'll get that aeroplane totally finished, ready to fly. So I've got to get the covering iron out, stick a bit of green covering on there, couple of screws, sorted. Half-hour work. Just got to find it all in here. Covering iron was down there, I think it's hanging up over there now. Need to dig out some covering from down there. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can't get some of that done today while these pieces are soaking. So what I'll do is I'll come back to you for the next part of this Spitfire build, or the next section of this part of the Spitfire build, probably once these are glued on and rolled over. So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so Spitfire fuselage, back section, I've done a bit more rough sanding to try and round off the top edge here, a bit more shaping, haven't got any filler into it yet, but that's starting to take a bit of shape now. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to see that well. I need to get some fairings in here for the fin and tailplane and whatnot, so to help that, these push rods are actually cut like a notch out of each side, so they can sit in there and keep them all in line. Difficult doing this one hand. So they'll get trapped in there by another piece of wood that goes in there, not quite sure what it is yet. So as I was doing the push rods, pieces of wood for in here are currently drying. They're wrapped around some paint cans to give them the pre-curve, soak them in the hot water, wrap them around the can, let them dry out, then it should be nicely curved to form nicely around there. This top bit's been sanded flat, so it sits all nice. And you see the push rods, once this is on, I won't be able to get into these push rods. So there's a removable plastic fairing that goes over here, cowling. I've brought the push rods through, loosely put in some servos, just to see where the exits or entrances, whichever way you want to call it, go for the push rods. Using Hobbyking's cheapest of the cheap servos, whichever ones they are, I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head. They are 15138s. I'll put a link at the bottom. They're about £4 each, £3 each maybe. Not had any failures with them at all yet. In use, had one arrive, just didn't do anything, but at that price I'm using it for spares for the others. So yeah, that's probably as far as I'm going to go in this part just now. Next stage will be once these side pieces are dry, get them glued on, get it all done over, and then it will actually look like a fuselage, I think then. That'll give us an idea as to how it's all going to look. We've got the wing just sat there ready to bolt on. I don't know whether to go for two. The plan calls for two wing bolt mounts down in here, one each side. I'm wondering whether to put a plate across and just have a single bolt in the middle. Not sure yet. I'll see how that goes. It's all ideas at the moment. So yeah, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe. There's a button at the bottom, or click my face, give us a thumbs up, and we'll come back for the next part. So I'll catch you again soon.